of his eye. Sit right down, we're gonna give you the scoop with Ryan Pfeiffer and Lisa Doop. Stammer, ding dong, loop de loop. This is the story of a guy named Mr. Boop.
You're listening to Being Mr. Book.
Anyway, well,
2.
good night, everyone.
Physical copy. Shut up. This is the physical copy of Mr. Boop Volume 2.
Oh my god. It's
We
made
got
out of-
the cover.
Ryan, describe how it feels to hold it in your hands.
It's sticky. What the
Yeah,
fuck?
it is weirdly sticky, isn't it? It's kind of like you put glue between the pages, you know.
Yeah. I mean, I guess that's how books work.
Yeah, I've never read.
Although
one
they're usually
before.
not between the pages. They're usually just on the end.
Yeah,
So I don't know why he did that.
We've been locked in this room reading Mr. Boop for so long, since birth, right?
What?
Since birth, we've been put in this room and bred specifically to do this podcast. And like, I've never seen a book before. You see, I've never seen a book before.
I've just never seen a book before.
Yes,
This fucking guy, he doesn't know what books are.
that's the bit we're doing right now.
I was just reminded of a thing.
Cool.
As I was also trying to pull up the I was gonna try to quote the problems with page, but now I can't find it. I had it just open and Let's rewind. Do the bit again.
What? I forgot what the bit is.
Do the bit again.
Where
We're in a room or whatever.
Oh, we've been in this room since birth, and we've been programmed.
Yeah, we're one of
to,
the top. We're one of the top Mr. Boop. We're the top Mr. Boop.
In case they're-
describers in the city.
Yeah, we're like in case
Solicitations for our podcast are numerous in quantity.
See, the thing, okay, you guys don't know this, but like the original Being Mr. Boot Boys plus Lisa was so integral to society that when they died, the US government had no idea what to do about it. So they started this program. No, in the event of the original Boot Boys' death, they had us, you know, waiting in the wings. Right?
I'm interested to see how this bit pays off.
No. I'm doing an improv bit. You're meant to say yes and.
Yes, and I am interested to see how this bit pays off.
See, yeah. So basically, in the event of the original Boot Boys and Lisa's death, they had us raised from birth to be the ultimate replacements. We wouldn't just be as good as the original Boot Boys. We'd be better than the Boot Boys and Lisa. Right?
I agree
Yes.
with this backstory. This is true. Give me a break, folks. I've been up for 24 hours.
This is I like adding little sci-fi elements to the improv comedy I do.
I like it too. I wish my brain was functioning enough to contribute better.
This one's on the dots. We're gonna have to get a new Ryan.
There you go. You saved it. Should we describe this cover?
Yes.
Yes, it is called Mr. Boop, Volume 2, God is a Woman, and She's My Wife. Which I think they say in the comic also.
Yes, and also...
I think they say that it's called Volume 2.
It doesn't say on the cover, but on the Patreon, it says that this cover was drawn by Rami Boydell.
Shadow Synopsis. Or whatever.
You want me to
like it? There's things for this, right? There's like, where's the tweet for this? Where's the tweet announcement for this?
I don't know.
Pull it up. I will read. Okay. Pull it up, and I will read the Patreon post, the secondary Shadow Synopsis, if you will. Where is that? When did he do that?
I just
here it is. Hey pals, this cover illustration was painted by Remy Boydell. There's a link. Let me click it. It goes to slimguiltsoul.com. I think we've mentioned Remy Boydell before.
Yes.
Because they did a guest comic for the previous volume. Sentence continued. And I am in love with it. In love is in asterisks. I hope you like it as much as I do. 2 Electro points. You may remember Remy's guest comic in Volume 2, Volume 1, Electro point. I was correct.
Yes.
Whenever when he says Volume 1 and Volume 2, whenever he says these things, it's numerals. Also, go check out 920 London and The Pervert, Electro point. Both of those are links which go to Image Comics pages. Wow, profesh. Okay, don't.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Volume 2 pre-orders will go up very soon, ideally within the next few days, along with the reprints of Volume 1. Very soon is in italics. Ideally within the next few days is in brackets, and there's an Electro point also within those brackets after days. These books will all be perfect bound, I'm not doing the handmade Rizzo-zines for these runs. Oh. I'm surprised they're so sticky then.
Yeah.
These books are a bit more sturdy and have a spine. Very excited about the spines. That explains the stickiness. It's the spine glue. Electro point after spine in one of those sentences. I won't say which. It's the one that says spine and not spines. Can you hear that car? I don't know. Whatever. Fuck it. This is a third paragraph now. I didn't say when the second paragraph parted, but I don't. We're past it. With the way I'm getting these printed, there shouldn't be any worry about people getting copies. Electro point. This probably isn't worth. This is like.
Yeah,
this isn't worth reading.
I just thought it was interesting. Yeah, and the
obviously I'll post a link here on Patreon first, but you should be able to reset easy if you're nervous about grabbing one this time. It's much easier for me to get more printed with this process. 2 Electro points. Never mind, it was worth it because because there's Electro points.
Yeah. Anyway.
We got to do it. It's a secondary shot of synopsis. What do you want?
There's nothing on the Twitter one that's interesting. It's basically
I don't care if it's... You got to read it anyway. You got to do it.
It's a rephrasing of the Patreon. Mr. Boot Volume 2 available for pre-order now. You can buy it here. Releases August 1st. Cover painting by Slim Gilstoll. Guest Comics, USA and Canada only. Reprints of Volume 1 also available. Buy both by adding to the cart separately. Stand by for the guest comic announcements. I'm so excited for who's on board for this one. Also,
does he like do a thread of announcing who the guest comics are?
No, I don't think so.
Oh. Because I was going to say, if he does all that, you're right. This is not worth reading.
Make sure to take a peek at some of who the guest artists are as I announce them. They're really good. I'm very excited.
It's probably just not in the thread.
Everyone is asking me who's doing the guest comics for Volume 2. People are shooting me with brows and eyebrows on the street, and then coming up to my bleeding corpse shouting, "Tell us who the guest comic people are." Well, here we go. Ryan North.
Oh, I thought I did a double take there.
Ryan.
I don't remember doing that.
Ryan makes dinosaur comics about a dinosaur he made. And he made this guest strip, blah, 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 blah.
Hang on. I'm trying to think if I've ever made a dinosaur comic. Oh, I have.
Let's just get to the strip. Let's just get to...
Fine.
Why don't we wait until... Why don't we find out who the guest comics are?
Exactly. So,
This is a long thread. Ooh,
oh, boy. Yeah, I knew it was a
thread.
I thought it was a thread. You said it wasn't.
No, it is. Yogsley did something for this.
Huh?
They did Smile.
Spoilers.
Oh, I'm reading. Shut up. This was announced beforehand.
Yeah, but we haven't. Whatever. So this is a painted cover by Remy Boydell. It has the same sort of side of the zine that the first volume had. Oh fuck, we gotta pull up the first one for comparison. where's my email? Hang on. Lisa.
Yeah.
Vamp. No, not that kind of vamp. That never works. It never works.
I don't know what to do.
I gotta get all the way to page 1. Oh, good. This is hey. Shout out to the Gumroad. Actually, Gumroad does NFTs now, don't they? Or something like that, right? So never mind. I'm not shouting it out. I was gonna compliment their e-reader. The side of the book, where it says $16 and the teenager company, is that what is it?
Yeah, the teenager corporation.
The teenagers company.
Oh.
The logo for the teenagers company and $16, and on the bottom it says 18 plus only. I'm not going to describe it again. It's the same one as from book 1, except instead of yellow with black, it's a white spine thing. And dark but not black, like a kind of like a dark brown to almost black color for the font and logo and shit.
It's like an autumn.
And then the cover, aside from that, is this painting by Remy Boydell, which we will describe. But on the bottom, it's the Mr. Boop logo, the classic Mr. Boop logo. I assume also painted by
Oh, maybe.
them.
It's possible, but I'm not sure. I'm not confident enough to say. The text that says Volume 2, God is a Woman, Sees My Wife, is being typed, so it's not painted. But maybe the logo is.
Right.
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm zoomed in. That's definitely a type.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So under the logo, it says Volume 2, God is a Woman, She's My Wife.
Mm-hmm.
Which is in quotes. God is a woman and she's my wife. She's my wife. Those are in quotes.
My wife.
Sheesh, my wife, I tell ya. She used to be a comic star in the 30s.
And now she's like some kind of god thing? Whoa! Anyway.
Boy, I tell ya, my wife, she loves me so much.
And now I'm pregnant with my wife? Whoa! What's going on? Some sort of Evangelion.
Wife, she loves me so much. I tell you, when we're in the bedroom, it's a great time. We have a great time together. I love her.
We had a threesome with Bugs Bunny.
So much love, I tell you. I get so much love around here. Forget about it.
So much love. So much love.
Alright, fuck, I keep losing my page. Where's the page? God damn it.
Okay, the painting is
page.
of Getty. In like...
Yeah.
Looking dead on at the camera. The cubic stare, if you will.
It is Getty. It's not... No, it is Getty. It's Getty. Yeah. Listen to the podcast if you don't know what we're talking about.
Listen, it's pretty clear.
She's not wearing hoop earrings. Doesn't she usually wear her hoop earrings? If any, these are like gem earrings.
They're you can interpret that as hoops if you want.
That's not a hoop.
Okay.
What does this look like? Being Mr. Hoop?
No,
she's wearing long flowing robes. She's not naked.
Yes, she's dressed like a religious figure.
Yes.
Like a Jesus or a Moses or a Buddha.
And she's got no pupils as usual, but with the detail we can see her eyes are like glossy.
Yes. Oh, I love this drawing.
Her hair is shiny too.
Perfect.
I don't know if it's like actually has a sheen to it or if it's just the art style, but
it's up to artistic interpretation, I guess.
It kind of looks like her eyes are also like
sheening. Like orbs?
Steaming a little. Not steaming, but like wispy.
Yeah.
Wisps coming off of them.
Oh, beautiful.
And she is holding Alec. Do you think this is regular Alec or just baby Alec? Alec is usually small anyway, so it's...
And Getty is usually large.
Yeah. She would be even larger than this usually.
Yes.
Well, I think it's meant... Alec in this is meant to be a representation of like a cherub type.
I was thinking
figure.
like Mary holding Jesus and stuff. Like
yes.
That. Yeah.
Sure, that too. But like a cherub type thing. I mean, baby Jesus is basically like a cherub.
Yeah.
You know.
We're allowed to say that.
Yeah. Try and stop us. We dare you. Please stop us.
We're not
for the
allowed
love
to
of God. He's also wearing robes.
Extra years in hell, by the way, for saying that. Few extra years in hell. Just saying.
For saying that Jesus is basically a cherub?
Now that's more now.
I'm not afraid to say it.
You can give
well,
me
the priests are gonna cancel me.
Oh, you're gonna
for
give me
saying Jesus was a cherub.
As many years as in hell. You can give me that many years in hell. Not gonna stop saying it, you know?
People are so woke these days. You can't even say Jesus was a cherub without getting a few extra years in hell.
Anyway,
with the PC priests will assign you extra years of damnation.
Yeah. See, you can do bits. You're not that sad. You're not that upset.
I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Honestly,
PC Priest was a good job. Good.
Really? Was it?
I liked it. I think that's your best thing you've said ever. I think
wow.
You peaked.
Thanks, Lisa.
It's the only time I've ever laughed at something you've said.
Getty's skin color here is like ghostly and pale and blue
like
and
Casper.
white. You might have mentioned this already.
Yeah.
She also got a little bit of like blush on her cheeks still, though.
I guess this means that canonically speaking, Getty is white because, you know, maybe she would have had the same skin color as regular Betty. Because, you know, it's easy. Well, I mean, like...
Oh, you're saying she might have, but now we know she doesn't.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. Yeah. Well, or this is the... Yeah, sure, it's canon. I mean, it's canon. Sure.
Where does it fit in the timeline, Alec? I mean, Ryan.
Well, that's not how that works. It's... I don't know. Our comic covers... Comic covers aren't generally canon. But this is not a...
Yeah.
This is not a written in stone rule. Do you think... I mean, you know comics better than I do. Are there ever any examples of like comic covers being so canon that they affect the actual story? Like events that happen on covers are actually important for the story.
Not usually in the...
Not usually, but
not usually in that...
completely unprecedented.
I think that like maybe decades later they'll reference the cover and be like, yeah, that's a thing that happened. But usually in the strip it's not like, oh, that thing from the cover you just saw happened. Or the thing from the cover doesn't actually usually happen in the strip either.
Right. It's like a summary. Well, and that's kind of how it is here. It's like...
Yeah.
It's like, this is vaguely what
it's Mr. Boop Legends.
I almost said that, honestly. I almost said that a minute ago. But I was like, that doesn't really make any sense.
No, yeah, but that's why I said it. See, that's the economy here. You think things through before you say them, but I'm like, oh, that wouldn't make sense. That's amazing.
That's a complete lie you just said. Alec's face... Alec is short anyway, but Alec's face here, it's almost like his head is just put on this cherub's body.
Yeah.
And his, it's like a little polished, painted Alec head with a little smile.
Mm-hmm. That's part of the comedy here, because I think the rest of it is like, you know, very beautifully... Like, it's very 3D, three-dimensional, but this is
I didn't think about it like that. I don't know if it was... I didn't think of it as so...
I saw it like that. I was like, oh yeah, the head's... It's like, you know, his head's just popped there. Like, you know, it stands out.
I hadn't thought of it as so
It still blends
consciously a joke.
Yeah, well.
So it was so consciously.
It's the difference
a humor being made.
It's the difference between you and me.
That's the difference between you and me. There's many differences.
He's wearing socks.
That's not the only one. He's wearing socks. That's a weird one. That's a weird detail, isn't it? Because it doesn't really. It kind of. I feel like it suggests. It leans more towards the Alec part than the cherub part, or maybe Jesus part. Because what would that have to do? Why would cherubs of Jesus have anything to do with socks? But also,
he doesn't use.
I wouldn't really relate it to Alec either. So it's a weird detail. We barely see. We don't see if he's wearing shoes or anything because it's cut off by the boop.
He's wearing shoes. You can see that's a different color from the.
It does look like there's a bit of a line, like for the separation of the sole,
and it's brown.
But it's unclear. And honestly, the sock could be part of a shoe. It's not that clear, but there is a piece of clothing anyway on his feet that starts above his ankles, and possibly multiple pieces of clothing. And he's wearing his glasses. I mean, that goes without saying.
Indeed.
The background behind them is this. It's like glowing behind Getty, mostly around her head, and then like the glow spreads out from around there.
Yep.
In this darkness.
Like, again, continue with the religious.
Big watercolor splotch background glow painting words. And above Getty's head in typed italic text says "The Completely True Comic Strip by Alec Robbins."
Alec Robbins is in bold.
And caps, yes. Yeah. The rest is lowercase.
Entirely.
All right. Page 2, but it's page 1. I don't know why it says page 2. It's page 1 because unless you're counting the cover, it's page 1, which Gumroad is. But I mean, Gumroad, what's that? I don't. I'm reading a physical copy. Oh, sticky.
Yeah.
This inside page.
PDFs work.
This PDF is sticky.
This is the come into the hands of your endless godwives or whatever panel. It's been repeated to be a wallpaper.
I was one. Okay. Yeah. What? You think this is referencing a specific panel? I don't remember this panel.
It's copy pasted from a specific panel. Yeah.
It's not copy pasted. These are all independent drawings.
No, as in it's taken from. It's actually just an image from, one of the comics. I will. I've seen this. I remember reading this one.
These are not all the same.
No, they're not all the same drawings, but it's copy pasted from a panel where there are multiple drawings of Getty.
Oh.
And she's saying, "Come, Alec, into the arms of your multiple god wives."
If that's true, then I think that proves if this is something we wondered. I don't know how much we discussed this. Oh my god! Sorry, I have to sneeze. And it's not happening. If that's true, then that means that he definitely draws this digitally.
Yeah.
I guess we knew that anyway. I mean, he's copy and pasted before pretty much. And he's used images in the comics, hasn't he?
Yes.
Yeah. So it was always digital. We knew that.
Yes. And it's got that digital look,
Digital style. Well, I don't know what is happening to my door right now. It sounds like someone is trying to jam it open.
Yeah, who is it tapping? Untapping on your chamber door.
Quoth the Getty.
Yeah.
Yeah. What she said. Above this tile pattern of copy-pasted Gettys from a panel of a strip that Lisa has yet to find, I guess.
I know it's real because I've read it, but it's It's in the 80s.
We should describe them a little bit. It's all Getty, but it's like a head-on.
Okay.
Thingies hanging down.
Let me just...
Boobs hanging down, whatever. Because she's flying right at, and she doesn't wear clothes, What was the number of strip?
82.
So this is strip 82. And the 3 Getty... So this is from panel 3 of strip 82, which has 5 Gettys flying at the reader. But only 3 of them we can see prominently, and those 3 we can see prominently are what are tiled across this page.
Mm-hmm.
And then overlaid over that, not really over, there's like a white little squarish, whatever, yep. Whited out so that text can be written over it. It's hand-drawn font, not typed. Mm-hmm. It says Mr. Boop Volume 2 by Alec Robbins. August 2020. Cover illustration by Remy Boydell. Published by the Teenagers Company. http://alec.land. http://mrboop.net. Twitter logo drawn in, and then at Alec Robbins. Instagram logo drawn in, and then at Alex Robbins. I forgot that he had an S in his Instagram for some reason.
Like the name of my Twitter account.
Like the name of my Twitter account.
What is it, Ryan's Pfeiffer?
Semi-Sweet Stuffs.
Mine is Lisa's Dupe, but there's an apostrophe there.
I thought it was Lisa's Dupe 2.
No, that's the URL, but the name is Lisa's Dupe.
Why?
It's an inside joke with myself.
Oh.
Yeah. Something that makes me laugh.
You should make it Lisa's _ dupe.
It's It's what my
as a reference to boot _ liquor.
It's what my my mother's email name is. Shannon's Friends. So I'm like, that's funny. So I just did it as a little internal joke as a reference.
What is it?
It's Shannon's French, which is her real name, which I might bloop out.
I thought you said Friends.
No. Like
you have to bleep that out too, and so
now people will be able to figure out my last name.
Now people will know your last name is
Friends. If the noise calculation probably
Drens,
but I did the Friends clap.
Now people will know your last name is Drens.
Yes.
Third page we're looking at here, second page of the book. It's just a white page with the Mr. Boop logo on it in all black text, inky black text, pure. What is it called? Venti black. What is it called?
What? I don't know.
That purest black that's like copyrighted because the guy who made it is a dick, or people say.
I don't know.
The color that was like.
I know what you're talking about.
That was copyrighted.
Pure black? I don't know.
No. Purest form of black. Vanta black. I was close. I said Venti black.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's written in Venti black. I can't believe he licensed that. Oh, the next page is just completely white.
Indeed it is.
We're just going to say that the cover counts as page 1, because that's
how it is
easier.
On the PDF.
Yeah, so sure. So page 5, all white. There's a box with some text, and above that it says, in spray paint stencil type font. All right, calm down. It says, "Warning, Electro Point," and it's kind of skewed. That part is kind of skewed, and it's bigger than the next part, which is still above the box of text. It's still in the stencil font. It's smaller and not skewed, and it says, "Don't read this if you're horny." 4 Electro Points. You can read what's in the box.
In that, there's a box that's regular type that says, You are not...
no, it's not regular. It's italics.
Italic. You are not, capital not, supposed to masturbate to anything, capital anything, in this book. Triple electoral point. So please don't.
Electro point.
That's what I said.
Not electoral point. You said electoral point.
No, I said electro point.
You said... Why don't we have an electoral something?
I don't know.
We need it.
Please don't is in all caps. And there's 3 electoral
you're right.
points.
Please don't make an electoral thing.
Everything you are about to read is based on true events. True events is in all caps. So listen, if I'm emphasizing it, it's in all caps. Some of those events are very sexy. Yes. But that does not mean you are supposed to get turned on. Triple electoral points.
Electro point, yeah. And very sexy, but that does not mean you're supposed to get turned on, or that's in all caps.
It's not all fun and games, you know. A lot of what you're about to read is a real tragedy, and it really happened. It should make you cry. When you read this book, you are supposed to be crying, not masturbating. So please make sure you just don't masturbate at all, okay? Thank you so much and enjoy. And after okay, there's 2, what is it?
Electoral hearts.
Yeah, electoral hearts.
Okay. After enjoy, there's 2 electro points also, and not is in all caps.
Yeah.
Okay, page 6. Oh, there's a previously on. Oh, okay. I don't think I've ever looked at this volume.
So they recapped.
This is interesting.
The strip.
I'm wondering what the ads are going to be, because all the ads in Volume 1 were for like the adjacent stuff, right? Sort of, and a few like extra made up things, like the Playboy thing. Not made up, sorry, it's real. Whatever.
Yeah, what? I'm playing one right now.
Yeah. What boy?
Yeah, I'm playing a boy right now.
That's the adult Nintendo console, Nintendo Playboy.
Yeah.
Nintendo
know what they're doing though.
But there wasn't a lot of extra stuff during Volume 2, unlike Volume 1. There wasn't a strip club interview or game or anything.
True.
He really fell off.
Anyway, we're presented with
it's gray. The page is
gray
light gray, like close, pretty close to the gray he colors watercolors into the comics usually. But maybe a little bit lighter.
What is this?
Maybe
7 panels from previous strips.
Yes, 7 panels. One of them's double wide. Yeah. Panel. What is Wait, I feel like we need to pull up all the strips that these are from, so we can say which strips these are from.
Sure, go ahead.
You do it.
I'm not the one who suggested.
We're not doing that, okay? Fuck that. We're not doing it. The first one's from the first strip. I know that.
Yes. Figure 1.
I mean, these are all from Volume 1. So
you can just input us describing it from those early episodes.
No, don't do that. The first panel is from the first strip, and it's. But the reason I feel like we need to look it up is so we don't have to describe it. We can just say, "Oh, it's this panel from this strip." Oh, we don't have to describe it because
there's descriptions already. Yes,
there is descriptions under each of these panels, but they're not actually describing what happens in the panels. They're just accompanying.
Well,
the panels are. Even though it says like Figment, whatever, and then
I don't
text,
think
like,
it's difficult
as if it's describing what's happening in the panel.
Look, I'm just
the
going to
panels
describe
are more
the
so
panels.
accompanying to help illustrate what is being described.
Yes, I'm just going to describe the panels, but after I've described the figs.
No, we're not describing the panels.
You can't.
The first
one.
All right, look. The first panel is from the first strip, and it's Betty and Alec in love.
Well, you meant to read the figs first.
Doesn't matter. It says Figment 1, or Fig 1, because it says Fig .1. Fuck, what do they call it? I always forget. C bracket, what is it called?
Yeah,
what is it called?
Good.
Come on, Lisa.
What?
Is it just bracket?
What? Yeah, sure.
C bracket.
Yeah, it's a bracket. Yeah.
Is it just called a bracket?
Yeah, just a bracket.
What is the squared one called?
I don't know. A square bracket.
No.
They're all brackets. I don't know.
No, the square bracket's not called a bracket. Whatever. It's a bracket. It's the rounded bracket after the number and the dot. Fig 1. Alec and Betty are happily married. Their life is perfect and nothing can go wrong. The fig number that's in bold, and the rest is not in italics.
Indeed.
And that's the panel we described the panel. The next panel is Fig 2. Oh,
Alec.
weirdly, when it says Fig 2 here, it is in italics.
Yeah.
It says Fig 2, Alec tells the divorce lawyer to shoot him if he ever tries to divorce Betty. And it's a panel from an accompanying strip of him doing such, holding a gun and telling a lawyer to do that.
Yeah.
The next one is Fig 3. Fig 3, Alec and Betty have a threesome with Bugs Bunny, and it ignites a fire in them. Where it says Fig 3, that's also still in italics. I will say the rest of the times it says Fig whatever, it is not in italics. It's only in italics for Fig 2 and Fig 3. I don't know why that is. I feel like it's not intentional. And the panel for this...
I mean, it's like that fuck it attitude that he's trying to convey here. He's like, it's unintentional, but he's left it there because he's like, fuck it.
I don't think he noticed.
No, I think he noticed. He was like, oh,
I barely noticed.
I noticed.
I don't think he noticed. I'm pretty certain about that.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it's present. This isn't like a jokey page.
No, but it's the whole attitude of the whole thing.
It's the attitude of the strip in general, but this is like a professional. In for Mr. Boop standards, this is like a professional presentation. And it's weird that I mean, you're saying like, oh, he made the mistake, and then he's just like, fuck it.
Yeah.
I don't think that. I think he just didn't notice. I don't know why he. I don't think it fits.
I guess I was just conflating it with my own, type of thing.
You were trying to make it funny.
No. Like, as in, whenever I make mistakes in stuff I'm doing, and I look at it, I'm like, oh, whatever, the mistake's there. That's part of the art.
You definitely do that.
Yeah, I'm like, well, that's part of the art, so I'm just gonna leave it, and that's what I think he's done.
And I'm the opposite. Which makes us great business partners.
Because when I make stuff, it's meant to represent
because you'll be in charge of putting things out, and then if you forget a period on one line and put it on the other line that's supposed to be the same, you're like, oh, fuck it, that's funny. Then I'm like, no, it has to be the same.
Well, not like fuck it. It's
and
funny.
You're like, it doesn't matter. Fuck it. And I'm like, no, it has to be the same.
Like, fuck it. That's how things are. Sometimes things are imperfect.
And oh my god. And I'm a perfectionist. Why did we go into business together?
Okay, whatever.
The panel for it's not serious. The panel for this figment is them excitedly proposing what 3 ways they should do with people.
Yeah.
Alec and Betty. Here, you can do the others.
What? Oh,
there's 3 more figments. You can do them.
Okay. Fig 4.
Because I was kind of hogging the page.
Fig 4, which is underneath the what is it? The orgasm panel. What is it called?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
What is that called? Orgy? Yeah, the orgy scene. Says Alec and Betty start having freeways and orgies with all their friends. The only person they forget to invite is the local bartender, Sonic the Hedgehog.
Worth noting, for those who haven't, I mean, why the fuck are you listening to this if you don't know what happened previously? But if you don't, somehow, it's worth mentioning Sonic gave them the idea to have a 3 with Bugs Bunny in the first place. So that's partly why he's so bitter about it. I think that's important context.
Okay.
I mean, well, we don't know that yet in the previous non.
Sure.
Whatever. In the panel, which I feel like Lisa did not describe because you just said it's an orgy.
Yeah. We don't need to go into that detail.
We don't need to go into that much detail, but I will say it's not just an orgy. It's a bunch of cartoon characters from throughout fiction that Betty and Alec know.
Bunch of intellectual,
and everyone in the bed is satisfied, and this is the one that's the double wide panel also. Man, why can't we always describe the panels that quickly? We don't need to say it's Goku and Fred Flintstone and Rayma and Jessica Rabbit and Gardevoir.
No, exactly. We don't.
So we won't.
In Figure 5, it's Sonic the Hedgehog looking at sealing a envelope.
I thought we were reading it first.
Yeah, whatever. It says, Sonic, jilted and jealous, decides to trick the lawyer into thinking Alec wants a divorce. Figure 6.
And yeah, it's Sonic
sealing an envelope.
Mailing a letter to the divorce lawyer on behalf of Alec to trick him.
Figure 6 says, the lawyer almost shoots Alec, but they all realize it's just a big misunderstanding. So Sonic takes matters into his own hands and shoots Alec himself. Now we're all caught up. Honestly, this should all be self-explanatory.
Self-explanatory. His gloved hands. His beloved...
Copyrighted.
Gloved hedgehog, copyrighted hedgehog hands.
Yeah.
Copyrighted by Ken Penders.
Exactly.
And this has 2 panels. It's Sonic on a roof aiming a sniper rifle at Betty and Alec and the divorce lawyer, and then the second panel is a bullet going through Alec's chest and Betty looking on, shocked.
Okay.
Oh.
Page 7.
Next page is another white page with the logo on it, except it also says, it doesn't just say Mr. Wu, but it also said underneath in like a typed
Roman
Lisa.
Type.
What is this text? What is this font?
What is this font? I don't know. It's the same font used on the New Traditionalist cover by Devo, I'll tell you that much.
Well, that should make it easy to find. Surely there's a Da Font or whatever for is that font website?
No, Da Font is the one that has, like specific fonts, but I don't think that this has.
There's a website that tells what fonts are on posters and albums and stuff. There should be that for that.
Yeah, no, apparently not.
No?
Nope.
Oh. Well, whatever. Close enough. She identified it. So
you guys have it. I'm familiar with the font.
And it says volume. I'm familiar with Devo.
Yeah, the band.
That's
the
your
Devolution
catchphrase.
Band. Yeah.
I'm familiar with Devo. Put that on a shirt. It says Volume 2, God is Woman, and She's My Wife.
It can be on the back of the T-shirt. No, it can be sold as a double with the T-shirt that says "You like Devo," that we talked about earlier.
Yeah, but we can't sell either of those. Probably.
No, because Devo is copyrighted by Bob Lewis.
What if instead of Devo we just put Pepsi?
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah. That fixes it. Underneath the logo, it says by Alec Robbins in italics. Mm-hmm. And above the logo, there's a little, like, sunset.
Yeah.
Like
nice, it's like a sort of Art Deco 1920s style thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
like a little logo. God, this is what I'm like. I can't think of fucking words because my brain is 24 hours. What is it called? Simplistic. What is it called for every? I have no idea.
When they say logos are like keep getting
simplified.
Simpler. No, it's not just simplified though, is it?
It's
an art style. It's an art
minimalism
trend. What? Oh, minimalism. Yeah, it's a minimalistic type of. I don't know if that's the word I was looking for, but it went at the end there, but it's like a minimalistic sort of artsy sunset design.
Yeah.
We did not need that many words to say it. And there's also two highly detailed, like, angel wings, I guess, on either side of the logo. There's one on either side of each side of the logo. One on each.
They're very well rendered.
I assume all three of these are clip art.
Yes. Well, I don't know. I think that the top thing could have been drawn by him. I think that, and also, well, I mean, I also think that
I don't think
wing
he has the ability to draw.
No, I don't know. I think that's within his style, within his ability. But yeah, the wings I'm on the fence about, because I first saw them, I was like,
no, he definitely did not draw those.
I don't know. Summer Crime Hawk is that detailed.
No, it's not that detailed.
No, I think it is. I think you'll find it.
What? As detailed as that? No, it's definitely not.
No. I think this is within his ability.
Huh?
I think this is within his ability to draw
the wings.
Yeah.
No, I disagree.
Okay.
Which is not a diss on him at all. This is just like not even close to anything that he would draw. Like it's a much more, it's a much different type of detail than even if he does give detail, it's not this type of detail.
Yeah, I don't know. No, I'm looking at it close.
It's a very specific type of art style, and it's not something that he. No, this is clip art.
I'm looking at it close up. I'm more convinced by the moment.
You're wrong. You're just straight up wrong.
No. Look, the lines are jagged. It's totally him.
No, it's not. Now you actually like are putting like dying on this hill. No, you're wrong.
Well, I just looked through the rest of the book.
We're done with the podcast.
I'm looking through the rest of the strips, and this is pretty much. There's no ads in this. It's all just the strips.
Oh,
this is
so you're saying we should
we should
spend the rest of the podcast arguing about this? Oh, I see. Wait, you're right. So we got to go through this. There are guest strips, though, right?
Yes, there are guest strips.
All right. So after this page, the strips start. So page 8 is a strip. Page 9, page 10, page 11, page 12, page 13. I will say page 11 is the title of the title strip. This is where they take the title.
Oh, wait. Should we describe the back page?
Yeah, we're going to do all that. So we got to go through page 12, page 13, page 14, page 15, page 16. This is how we did it last time. Page 17, page 18, page 19, page 20, page 21, page 22. We could just say all the way to this page, but we're not going to do that. Page 23, page 24, page 25, page 26, page 27, page 28, page 29, page 30, page 31, page 32, page 33, page 34, page 35. Lisa, take over. Oh, she's asleep. Page 36, page 37, page 38, page 39, page 40, page 41, page 42, page 43, page 44, page 45, page 46, page 47. Are you guys enjoying this special episode of Being Mr. Book? Page 48, page 49, page 50, page 51, page 52, page 53, page 54, page 55, page 56, page 57, page 58, page 59, page 60. Sorry, there's some really bad strips in there. Page 61, page 62, page 63, page 64, page 65, page 66, page 67, page 68, and the end of book 2 page is page 69.
Yes,
how about that?
Indeed. What do you think?
Page 70 is a white background again, and it says in italic text, and now, comma, another line, for some guest strips, Electries. Guest strips is bold text. And then there's some guest strips.
A few guest strips.
There's a few guest strips which take up page 71, page 72, page 73, page 74, page 75, page 76, page 77, page 78, and then on page 79, there's a page of credits.
Yes.
For the, did we read them last time when we got to this page?
No.
Okay, good. Because I don't want to do that. I think we did, but we're not. Let's not, because I don't want to. Oh damn it! I'm seeing them anyway. I don't want to see who did I want to be surprised.
Well, page 80. Page 80 is a gradient.
Oh, I'm already seeing.
Going from black to white.
Huh? Oh yeah. Okay, we're on page 80.
Yeah.
Oh, preview
of what looks like
preview on page
Shinji's
80.
Father.
Huh?
What looks like Shinji's father from Evangelion.
We didn't even. Did we say there's a panel? There's a panel over this gradient background.
Yes.
With what appears to be a man.
He's doing
looks like Shinji's father. He's putting. He has two very realistically drawn, but not as realistic. There's a really loud, bassy car going by, so I feel like I have to call attention to it in case it comes up. Okay, that definitely comes up. That definitely comes up. Did you hear that?
No.
You had to have heard that.
I didn't hear nothing. I've got you down low because of the feedback.
Okay, true. Yeah, that's true. They're very realistically drawn, gloved hands, like Mickey Mouse style, like old 30s cartoon gloves,
like the type
with the lines on them. Does he?
Yeah, he does, and he's doing
with the lines on them.
Yeah.
They are realistically drawn, but not as realistically drawn as the Angel Wing, because Alec doesn't draw like that.
Look, this is a direct reference to Evangelion. Let me show you the
Oh, maybe, probably,
yeah.
but the gloves are.
Whoops.
I mean, maybe it's referencing both, but the gloves are referencing old cartoons.
See, look.
Mainly.
In recording text.
Oh my god, yeah, this is like the same. This is an Evangelion pose exactly. Like the gloves are. The only thing is it's not up to his face because we don't see that much of this guy's face. It's cut off above, halfway up his ears and right above his mustache, which is a thin, like a pencil thin mustache in two segments above his mouth, which is like a neutral expression. Mm-hmm. A line underneath,
it's
a
little
on one side of it.
It says above the panel.
Well, that's what the panel is.
Next time,
he's wearing a suit with a tie and a little pocket handkerchief.
Mm-hmm.
But mainly in the foreground are his gloves, which are the most detailed part.
I think that by the
and
time
they're the only part that
out,
aren't encased in shadow. There's some shadow on it, but they're not encased in shadow. What did you just say?
I think by August 1st, which is when these books were shipped, this character had already been revealed.
Okay, well, we don't know that yet.
I know we don't know that because we're living in a weird pseudo realm.
Well, we got an advanced copy because Alec loves the podcast so much.
Yes.
All right, page 81 is a white background with a framed portrait.
This is clearly in Alec Robbins' art style.
You think this is a drawing? First of all, you're joking, right?
What? No, I'm not. I'm serious.
You are.
This is a drawing.
You're joking. Shut up. Look at you. This is even more detailed than the Angel Wings.
That's closely, this is a drawing, but it is not an Alec Robbins drawing. I'll admit it's not an Alec Robbins, but it
is a drawing. It's more detailed than the.
It's like a religious pamphlet type drawing. You know what I mean?
I think it's more clip art, but it's very detailed depiction of like a portrait frame, and inside is an actual photo of Alec Robbins, which I think he probably did something like that for the first volume, but I don't remember. It's a photo of him like putting his hand up to his face, and he's wearing a button-up shirt, but it's not a plain button-up shirt like he wears in the comic. It's got a pattern on it, which has like all people in types of clothing, and the clothing is also on the pattern with like ties and jackets and stuff. We also see a framed picture behind him, but the background is blurry.
Mm-hmm.
He blurred out the background except for himself, and his expression is
where is it?
Like he's doing like a model pose, kind of almost.
Presumably, his wife Betty Boop is just like off panel, right?
She's taking the picture for him.
Oh, okay,
but she made it. He was like, Betty, can you make it look like a selfie?
Yeah, because he doesn't know how to.
And she's like, "What? You don't want people to know that I took pictures?" Like, no, my wife. Please, that's not true. Sorry. I just selfies are what the kids like these days.
Indeed.
Underneath.
Indeed.
Huh?
Indeed. Just
underneath,
confirming.
Oh, I couldn't hear. Under the portrait, it says in this another font that we can't identify. I don't know. We may have seen it earlier in the book too. I don't fucking know.
Might be
but it's in all caps, huh?
Might be Jokerman.
I thought you. No, it's not Jokerman. I think you're saying Jigman.
It could be
the creator
Jigman.
of platform racing. This is in all caps. It says, "Here he is, the author, Alec Robbins himself."
It might be Impact.
You know, huh?
Impact.
Impact? No, it's not Impact. You know him as the husband of Betty Boop. She knows him as the greatest lover mankind has ever seen. Does she?
Yeah.
I know they enjoy intercourse, but I don't know if she's ever said that he's the greatest in that regard.
Well, she's saying it now.
She's not saying it. It says that she says it.
Yeah. But Alec knows everything that she says. She's obviously said it.
Well, we don't know that Alec wrote this either. We know that he wrote the comics and that he put together the book, but we don't know that he wrote this blurb.
Well, let's say that this is canon now.
It's about as canon as that cover is.
Yeah.
And then under that it says, "Jealous yet? Electral Heart. That's only natural."
It is only natural.
And under that, in a regular font, not like this, and in smaller text in brackets, it's and in all italics, it says, "Alec recently emerged this is weirdly phrased. Alec recently emerged up from a year-long coma with a newfound vigor for life and a renewed love for his loyal wife Betty, who waited by his side until he recovered."
Aww. Panel 82, page 82, we have a blank, like, the top half is white, God. The bottom half is gray.
You made me think you made me think we had to finish after that angel page. There's a lot we would have missed.
Party poppers on either side, and text that says in Comic Sans.
Yeah, this is definitely clip art.
That says, "So how'd you do?" in bold.
You should mention. We can't neglect to mention this is Comic Sans font.
Yeah, it's Comic Sans. We can't
in bold.
We have to be very specific about the fonts that are being used.
Well, we have to be specific when it's Comic Sans.
It says, "Did you masturbate at all whilst reading Mr. Boop Volume 2? Mr. Boop Volume 2 is in kill caps, and there's an electral... What's
heart.
That? Heart?
Electral Heart. Come on.
Hopefully you were able to control yourself.
And there's an Electral Heart after do, and so how'd you do, too. And so how'd you do is in bold.
If so, congratulations. Which is in congratulations is in bold.
You skipped one.
No, I said it all.
Well,
hopefully
I was talking over you, so you have to say it again.
Hopefully you were able to control yourself.
Electro Point.
Yeah. Then, there's a black bar underneath
If so, congratulations. Electro Point. Congratulations is in bold. And those last two lines were in italics.
Yes.
Okay, and then that was on a white part of the back page.
There's a black strip.
And then underneath that is a black strip and a light gray box.
Yes.
And on the black strip it says,
"However," in all caps. Oh, and this is probably Times New Roman, you reckon?
It's something like that. Whatever.
If you failed...
It's not Comic Sans, so who gives a shit?
"If you failed, use the following helpful guide to determine your punishment." This is I've seen stuff like this. Genuine stuff like this.
And there's an Electries after, however. And then in the light gray box.
"How many times did you masturbate whilst reading this book?"
This is not a font that I can name, but this is like
it's one
a
I've
very
seen.
recognizable font. Huh? What is it called?
I haven't seen. I don't know what it's called.
I thought you said it's called Cyber City.
Could be.
which I would absolutely buy. That's what it's called.
So it says
it's that sort of like if you bought like a book about like nerd culture from the 2000s, like called something like Geek Nation, something like that, and then the title would or the title or the author part of the cover would be in this font.
Mm-hmm.
And there's an electoral heart after book.
Yes. And it says underneath, on the left hand side,
not in the same font, more in a neutral font.
0 times. Great job. You have admirable self-control. I'm not offended at all. Below that it says 1 to 3 times. Not bad. This is pretty average, to be honest. You're going to need to Venmo me $10 at Alec Robbins.
Well,
4 to 5 times.
Do that. We didn't do it at all while reading, and we already gave you money. So I think you actually owe us money back because we didn't do it. I think that's how that works. Under that it says 4 to 5 times. You're in trouble. This is definitely too much. I need you to step outside and take a deep breath, and then scream as loud as you can.
What? No, I don't. Yes, I will. Okay. Yes. What did you go to? And
I read the 4 to 5 times thing.
Okay. On the right-hand side, it says 6 to 8 times. Danger territory. Come on. Why so many times? Please do me a favor. Go order a giant chalkboard from online. It needs to look like the ones they have in schools. Very large, and I need you to craft some sort of Bart Simpson costume and start doing his voice. Say things like, have a cow or whatever else you feel embodies his essence, the essence of his character. Then I need you to go to YouTube and type in Simpsons theme song 10-hour loop and hit play. Whilst it's going, start writing on the chalkboard. Write the following sentence 500 times. I will not masturbate whilst reading Mr. Boop Volume 2.
And that's in quotes, that last line.
Yeah. A lot of that
9+ times. This is the last part it says underneath. 9+ times. You deserve a nice rest.
It's true.
I think the 6 to 8 times blurb is maybe funnier than most of the strips. Which is not to say most of the strips aren't funny. A good number of the strips are funny, but I think most of them are not as funny as that blurb.
Yes. He really hit a peak there. Sure, I'll agree with that. It's a funny blurb.
Yeah. All right, cool. We agree.
9+.
Page 80.
Whatever, you got that.
Huh?
Page 83.
Yeah, someone put that on the tally of times at least and Ryan have agreed.
That's the second time.
For those keeping count at home, that's 2 times.
Page the first 83. One was that we should start a podcast called Being Mr. Boop.
Page 83 is the same as the inside cover from earlier, which was page 2 or whatever. But there's no overlay thing with the book information. It's just the tile pattern of the Bettys from strip 80, whatever it was called.
I want a boxer pattern.
What strip was it?
82.
82, yeah, I thought so. What?
I want this on a boxer pattern.
Yeah, I bet you do. Finally, page 84, the back cover of the book is, I believe, this. No, it's not. Yeah, it's the same color as the spine we saw on the front, or whatever, above the spine. Oh my God! Wait, what? Oh, okay. So there's a panel, from the book,
the Lost strip specifically.
No, it's not. It's not from. The Lost strip, not the Lost strip.
Yeah.
Yeah, which we did not cover in this episode, but we did. We just said the page number it was on.
Yeah,
that's all we
were
there.
To say. We were all there, Ryan.
Yeah. All right. Under the panel, it says, "Mr. Boop has been shot by Sonic the Hedgehog," which is a great back of the book blurb. If this was on the back of the book, in a store, I'd be like, all right, I gotta see what the fuck this book is. The cover intrigued me. The back blurb, I'm in. What is this? Let me see.
Well, now I don't have, but I don't have Book Mr. 1, so sadly.
I would assume it's nearby in the store.
Well, you can't always assume.
In the store. So this is there's a specific font for this sentence. I don't know what it is. But then underneath is like a regular type of Times New Roman font, whatever. It says, what?
It's italics.
No, there's no italics.
No,
there's italics
the font.
later on. Huh?
Name of the font.
It's not. That's not the name of a font, and that's not the name of this font, surely. Underneath it says, in this collection is the entirety of Mr. Boop Book 2.
It's true.
He didn't say Volume 2, interestingly.
It's funny because
and that's in bold and all caps.
The book, the holding is Mr. Boop Book 2. So it's like, yeah, I hope so, you know?
Yeah, this book right here. Ugh.
Ew.
I don't like how sticky it is. Over the course of 56 plus strips, that is in bold. 56
Wait,
plus
did you
strips.
get that book secondhand?
Oh, God! Oh, no! Wait, but Alex sent me this Oh, no! You'll watch as Alec descends deeper and deeper into the recesses of his damaged mind as Betty waits by his side and prays for his safe recovery. Next paragraph. You will also find 8 exclusive guest comics, that's in bold, by guest artists like Ryan North, in parentheses, that's what it's called. Dinosaur Comics, that's in italics.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, cool, I like that comic and author. Branson Reese, Hell Was Full. Hell Was Full is in parentheses and italics. Hey, cool, I like that author. Hell Was Full is that's not a comic. That's a collection of his comics, I think. I was gonna say I follow him on Twitter. That's not true, actually. I follow him on Letterboxd.
You blocked him on Twitter.
No, I didn't block him on Twitter. I just see him on Twitter a lot because people I follow him.
Okay.
Do I follow? No, I don't follow him because he tweets about his podcast a lot that I don't listen to. So, but hey, that's one of our taglines.
Nothing wrong with that. No.
That's one of our taglines, right?
What?
About his podcast.
Oh.
Remember?
No.
The one that's like, what do you get when you cross a webcomic and a podcast or something?
Jason Loves Life.
No, that's the one you made up because I already made up the one about his Branson Reese's podcast. Whatever. And it's in the next. It says Scott Benson, Night in the Woods. Night in the Woods is in parentheses and italics. What? Who is Scott Benson? That's the creator of Night in the Woods, or they just do art for Night in the Woods?
I don't know.
You know what? Okay, and then after that it says and creator,
creator of Night of the Woods.
So he got the creator of Night in the Woods for one of these comics. Jesus. Yeah. Okay. And then underneath on the bottom it says published by the Teenagers Company, August 2020, and that's underlined. There's like an underline of that. So look forward in the next. I mean, that'll be a Patreon exclusive bonus episode, I guess. Sorry, we don't want to. I don't know.
We don't want people to pay to get this content for free, so we're charging them. Even
though we already got it for free somehow.
Well, I mean,
which I don't really understand.
Paid for the tier.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's on the Patreon.
But I mean,
but I'm pretty sure I just was like, I went to check out the ebooks, and I just was sent them all. I don't know.
So
it was
basically,
weird.
Because we don't want to like step on his toes, you know,
right?
Divert
this
anything.
Is the reason that we don't have the guest comics.
We've put these episodes behind a paywall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that we get the money.
Yeah, so that we get the money. Yeah, exactly.
But here's the good part though, is we don't actually get any of the money either.
Exactly.
All the money goes to Fireside.
Yeah. Our great overlords. Our great overlords.
Yeah, all the money goes into the pitch drop, which anyway. That's it. That was the last page. Look forward to those comics. I'm looking forward to it. I like Branson Reese and Ryan North.
I like Branson Reese and Ryan North.
You don't just repeating what I said. You don't know Branson Reese, do you?
No, I don't. I know what dinosaur comics are though, and
you don't know Swan Boy?
No. Why don't they get anyone good?
Everyone knows dinosaur comics. That's like one of that's like
I only know
the top 5 most well-known webcomics.
But I've never read it, so I just know the name.
You've never read a single dinosaur comic?
Nope. What's the
like
gimmick?
Not even by accident?
Nope. What's it like?
You're aware that it's the same art every time, right?
Yeah, I've seen the art. I've just never read the text.
Well, that's the thing. Is Ryan North is basically I'm interested in seeing what his comics going to be like because he's basically he's not really an artist. He's an author. Like every other project he's done is he's been a writer, but he doesn't draw anything. I think maybe he drew the original Dinosaurs and Dinosaur comics. I'm not sure, but I don't follow Ryan North very closely, but I am a fan of all his projects that I have looked into. Dinosaur Comics, Midas Flesh, To Be or Not to Be, great stuff. Oh, and he wrote the Adventure Time comics. Some of them. And then Chris Hastings took over, who's another great webcomic artist, who I'm probably a bigger fan of because I love Dr. McNinja. Chris Hastings is the other person that is mentioned in the tagline where we talk about Branson Reese, where we mention Branson Reese podcast, because he's another webcomic artist that is on that podcast. Thank you for allowing me to rant about webcomic artists for a minute there.
Yeah,
well. Do you think Volume 4 will have... I mean, we got to up the ante. We got Night in the Woods here. We got Dinosaur Comics. So it's either going to be
Groening,
Andrew Hus and Matt Groening. Maybe a little too high.
Someone else.
Wasn't this after the
Charles Schultz?
Charles Schultz.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Andrew Hussie or Toby Fox.
No.
No? Probably not.
They're
Toby
shit
Fox
compared to.
Well, this is to say nothing of quality.
No, I mean like as in they're so far beneath Mr. Brooks, like.
Oh.
They wouldn't even be considered. You know what I mean?
Couldn't you say that about any of these guys?
No. Please. I have so much respect for Branson Reese.
I have so much respect for... Looks at smudge drawing on hand. Brandon Reese's?
Christopher Reeves.
Christopher Reeves? Wait, what? Oh, you're saying instead of Branson Reese. I thought you were misreading Chris Hastings. And I was like, he didn't even do one.
No, yeah.
Yeah. Well... that's just the Patreon exclusive with the guest strips is probably coming out it's probably also already out as this one's out. So the next episode is about a different thing, another bonus thing, and then maybe we'll be back, for season 2.
If you like hearing our voices, there's more of that, basically.
Yeah.
There's not much else, if I'm honest.
Patreon. If you want to support our podcast, go to patreon.com/semisweetstuffs. BokioNoStop.com.
Will
they be mad that I said that?
Well, we'll see in
That's my
season 2
Patreon.
when it's just me and some other...
Wait!
When it's me and Chris.
Oh, please. Go to patreon.com/
You'll see when we're forking for our own fireside subscription.
Tad, I guess. No. Wait, that's his personal. Wait, does Tad still have a Patreon? Maybe he's... Oh, Tad's Patreon doesn't exist anymore. Never mind. Patreon.com/decadedecaf. There you go.
Cool.
If you want to support this podcast. Only the episodes Cadence is on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's it. Thank you and good night.
Thank you and good night, everybody. Brothers and sisters.
Gee whiz, what a lucky guy. So in love might make you puke. She's the apple of his eye. Sit right down, we're gonna give you the scoop with Ryan Pfeiffer and Lisa Dupe. Stamma-lamma ding-dong loop-de-loop. This is the story of a guy named Mr. Boop.
This podcast was brought to you by the Pitch Drop Podcast Network. Like what you just heard? Support the show by going to patreon.com/pitchdrop. And while you're at it, check out pitchdrop.net for more of this and other shows.